Greetings to all who are watching my video. First of all, I would like to thank my teacher who gave me this opportunity to make a video and share it with you. And he gave me certain platform also. He told me about my correction, everything. So first of all, I would like to thank him and my friend who helped me a lot in this, and my family who is supporting me in doing this. Starting in this poem, starting in this video, I'll talk about colonization. What is colonization? When a people, when people from different countries start ruling over another countries, it comes under colonization. Just like Britishers started ruling over India, and after that they started ruling over many countries like Australia, USA. They had done it before, so this means colonization. So there are two terms in literature which are post-colonization and post-colonization. Post-colonization talks about the post-world of colonization. What are the outcomes of that particular period, that colonization? But post-colonization without hyphen tell us about everything from starting to ending, how people were treated, how they were given these death punishments, everything about colonization, how people were treated during that era. From starting to ending, everything is covered in post-colonization without hyphen.
Now we will discuss about the author. Chinua Achebe was a great Nigerian novelist, poet, and story writer. He is well known for his work on post-colonialism. He had first-hand experience of the world of colonization, and he had shown that in his works. Like there was a novel which is Things Falling Apart. This was the most popular work of African literature. The poem like Refugee Mother and Child has proved that he is not only master in novels or short stories but also in poems. He is considered as the father of African literature, not only through his literary work but also through his promotion of many agendas for Nigeria and Africa. He helped to reshape the understanding of African literature and culture. He was very prominent in doing the to take the freedom from Britishers. He was taking part in those revolutions. He was the first one to get Commonwealth Poetry Prize. So Commonwealth Poetry Prize may be sounding a new word because it is not known by many people. So I'll discuss about this. Commonwealth Poetry Prize. What are the Commonwealth? Commonwealth countries are those countries which are ruled by Britishers. Once or twice they were ruled by the Britishers. So they are called Commonwealth countries. This prize says Commonwealth Poetry Prize. It was given to first publish book of English poetry from a country other than United Kingdom. This is just to promote English language among the Commonwealth countries so that English can grow and take a global platform. So that's why this award was made, and it is also a good prize. It was given to Chinua Achebe because of his book Things Falling Apart. Now we will discuss about the poem. The poem is written in free verse. There is no rhyming scheme in the poem. The length of stanza differ from each other. This poem has a very melancholic air. This poem tells about the colonization, and it was written during the Nigerian Civil War. So those who don't know Civil War is a type of war which is fought within a country. Like there are two groups, they fought with each other for any certain reason like a law or something. When the society collapses, there is a civil war happens. And this was the time when this poem was written. At that time Nigerian Civil War was going on. So you can think about the frustration and how people were living at that time. So the poem is all about that how people were sent to refugee camps when they were not given homes, they have no food, no sanitation, nothing else. The main strength of this poem is that how real it is. It have very real characters. All are taken from some are taken from Bible, some are taken from the real incident. Not only poems talk about didactic order of dying children with such a blunt language. There's a blunt language shown by Chinua Achebe in this poem. It shows us the picture of refugee camp somewhere in Africa. Somewhere in Africa, there are some refugee camps established during these wars, and this poem particularly shows the picture of those camps. These camps were full of poor people because they were thrown out of their house. They were poor who were thrown out of their house. They were living on roads on these camps. The children are dying slowly because of poverty and disease. The central theme of this poem is motherhood.
Now I'll dictate the poem for you. Refugee Mother and Child, a poem by Chinua Achebe. No Madonna and child could touch that picture of mother's tenderness for a son she soon would have to forget. There was a heavy air with odor or diarrhea of unwashed children with washed out ribs and dried up bottom struggling in labor. Step behind blowing empty bellies. Most mother they had long ceased to care, but not this one. She held a ghost smile between her teeth, and in her eye the ghost of mother's pride as she combed the rust colored hair left on his skull, and then, singing in her eyes, began carefully to part it. In another life, this would have been a little daily act of no consequences before his breakfast and school. Now she did it like putting flowers on a tiny grave.
As we have gone through the poem, now we will discuss about different images which are shown in the poem. In the very first line, you can see the image of Mother Madonna. Those who don't know Mother Madonna was mother of Jesus. We can say Mother Madonna or Saint Mary. Saint Mary was mother of Jesus. In the beginning only, poem shows a mother who is holding infant Jesus in her arms. Saint Mary or Mother Madonna love her child because Jesus is the savior of mankind and he is the son of God, because of which her child is worshipped in today's world. Now, poet introduce us to a mother who live in poor, ordinary camps, who doesn't have proper meals, who doesn't have a home, who doesn't have a roof on her head, nothing. Now poet tells us about that mother. The mother knows that her child is slowly dying because of the no proper food, no proper sanitation, no proper nutrition. We all know that in refugee camp people can't get anything. They are just thrown in some camps and they just have to wait till the death. The mother knows that her child is slowly dying. So she thinks that there is no use of caring her child. Now we can see the comparison of two mothers. Like there is a one mother, Saint Mary, who is holding her baby in her arms because she knows that he is the savior of mankind and he will give me some respect or many things, that she will also be worshipped after her death, or when people will get to know that Jesus is really the son of God, then her mother is going to be worshipped. So there was something that she will get in return, but this mother is not getting anything because he is living in a camps and no proper food, sanitation, or we can't even talk about the education, that he'll get education. If he is not getting food, how is it possible to get education? So other mothers knows that this truth and they became careless about their dying children. So they think it is futile. Taking care of a baby, or it's a boy, it's a girl, doesn't matter to them. They're not taking care of any of them. They just left caring them because they know after some time, after 1 day, 2 day or 3 day, they are going to die because of malnutrition or any disease. Now we will discuss more about the love difference. There are two type of mother shown in this poem, mainly three. If we side Mother Madonna, the mothers who are living in refugee camp, there are two type of mother. One who have left carrying her child, and one who is stick to always carrying her child. One of that mother who left her child dying, and there is another mother. She loves her child so much. Her love is infinite and divine. She doesn't want anything in return from her love and sacrifice for her child. Which sacrifice she is doing, whatever she is doing, she doesn't want anything in return because she know that poor little child is not going to do anything. How is he capable to feed him or give respect in the society, to provide her mother a respect without education or without even living? How is he going to do that? She is combing her hair left on her skull and smiling doing this. Now we will talk about the similarities of Mother Madonna and this mother, the mother who loves her child. This mother of a child who is in refugee camp is smiling while combing her hair, even though when she knows that he is going to die very soon. Because of malnutrition, because of no food, no sanitation, one day her child is going to die. She know very well. Same goes with Mother Madonna. Mother Madonna was mother of a god, so she knew that her son will be nailed to the cross for the benefit of the humanity. So I think there's a similarities between both of these mother, that both of these mother knows that her children is going to die, but then also they are taking care of their child. But I think there's a difference between their love also, because that Mother Madonna knows that her child will be nailed for the benefit of humanity. We know that. But she was smiling because she knew after this she will get respect and many things in return of that. That's why maybe that was the reason that she was smiling. But here this shows there was some return gift for that sacrifice also. But here the mother who lives in these camp, she was smiling. So I think her love was more powerful or more infinite than Mother Madonna. It is my perception about that. Now we will discuss about the major themes of this poem. We all know this poem talk about mother. So first theme always comes motherhood. The poem mainly talks about the love difference of two mothers toward their children. Some have left carrying their child, some are loving them. So we can say that mental illness which was in the people of those who live in those camps, that a mother had left carrying their child, we can sense the depression in their life. The second theme comes sadness. We all know that people whom were thrown out of their house, they were sent to live in these camps. They have very less chance of living because of no proper food, no proper nutrition, and we all know no one was happy about living in those camps. So we can say that there was a feeling of sadness in everyone's mind. After that, the camp's condition. Children were suffering from malnutrition and mother left their children caring, shows that how disturbing the situation of camp was.
Now I would like to give you conclusion about the poem. This poem tells us about what destroy the life of common people. What are the conditions they have to survive in that. It tells us horrifying state of life in which some people live during these camps. This poem gives a different lifestyle of a child who lives in these camps than that of a child who live in a proper home. He had proper breakfast, he goes to school, he have a functional lifestyle, he work for himself. But in this, the children doesn't have any food, nothing in their life, and their mother doesn't have any hope from them. The main essence of this poem is motherhood, but according to me, this tells me more about the wars and the horrifying nature of wars, how people were kept in camps and they were struggling for their life. They just want death, and death was also not coming to them.